Another day, another day. Hello. Technical issues. Wouldn't be a stream without them. Uh, it's been working fine for like a year now. And stops working. Might have something to do with drivers that I installed for my drawing tablet that I got. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it's entirely possible because it's Windows we're talking about. You never know. Yeah, mostly fine otherwise. How's everyone else? Let's go. How's everyone else been? I'm just... Other than the package that I fetched today, I've not really done much. Good. It's good to be okay. It's okay to be good. Visited the hospital. Did the UVB treatment. It took 30 seconds. It's silly how short the radiation periods are. I mean, they're increasing in size constantly and in intensity, sure, but it's still like seconds and a couple of minutes at most. Yeah, I'm treating my skin. Well, my skin is being treated with UV rays, UVB light is being used. Yeah, very short amounts of time. It's I suppose it's supposed to build resistance. So that they can keep doing it longer and with higher intensity. Maybe my skin will get better. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get a tan. Maybe I don't. These things are weird because it's not an exact science. It's always you may or may not this or that. Maybe I turn blue. Do buddy buddy die. Speaking of blue, in Final Fantasy XIV, blue mages still the shit. Fun stuff. Stupid powerful, but you have to do so much grinding for it. Got to do work. But I don't really have anything else. Let's just get to it. Let us get back to Mr. Bones's wild ride. Because last time I made that fun little mistake in the game that I picked an abnormality that requires way too much attention. We'll see how it goes. Day 16. I am going to have to utilize pause a lot from now on, I suppose. Anytime I do anything. Slightly lower, so I can hear myself think. This right here, the dumbest fucking thing I did. But we'll go with it. Oh yeah, it was this one. Oh, bollocks. It's the naked lady. That screams very loudly. Must never let this get to 4. Preferably, never. Go do it, Anthony. And you go instinct to that again. Stop doing that to my ears, please. I still appreciate this one. Day, you go there. Oh yeah, I've not been paying attention to that. This one's on meltdown, that's fine. We can tackle it perfectly well. Oh, the other one is this. Probably should just keep doing instinct. She loses her shit if you keep doing attachment work. You got the ticket, very nice. Now go do the wolf again. Dawn approaches. Anthony, you go there. Finally, some good armor. Look at this smug son of a bitch. Yep, there's a bot. Non-escaping. Alright. Remember the lever. I'm going to juggle so many things. Such a cool guy. Screaming wedge, holy shit, that is a hair class. What do we have? We have doubt. Kill it. Everyone's still sane. Good, good. I'll kill another one of those. Actually, it's greened out, so it's actually using red damage instead. That's fine. Gone. Mainly concerned for other people. They will get the fuck out. There we go. I am trying not to lose anyone. Oh. Oop. Oop. Almost forgot about the train. Now it does actually AoE heals, so that's nice. I think 3 was AoE heal. Whatever the case. Mabel, you go do that. And well, we cannot unlock anything more from this. More Void Dream, I suppose. Yeah. Water is nice. Ugh. Now, that weapon. The lady facing the wall. Screaming wedge. That's rather cheap, actually. Considering that it's a hair weapon. Which is 2 rankings above this. So that's kinda curious. It's a crossbow that fires emotional damage. Maybe I'll try to... She's gonna be really fucking mad if I do the emotional support thing. Really, the only thing going for Anthony here is the health. Can't really do this without a fuck ton of health. This guy does a lot of damage. Very unfortunate amounts of damage. Just do it once more, if you would. And Anthony, you will be pulling the lever again to heal. I need 70 to get the Cobalt Scar. That'll come in time. I'm more interested in the crossbow right now. A tour of the SCPs I have. Yeah, sure. There's the lady facing the wall. She is very uncomfortable, making me very uncomfortable. Also, I probably should read the actual description of her. Right, and here we have one sin and hundreds of good deeds. It's a floating skull, and it eats sins. It doesn't seem to be doing anything too major. Thus far, it hasn't like done anything. It's just chill. It basically restores people's sanity. So mostly it's just harmless. Then there's Beauty and the Beast, which is a creature doomed to a curse. Whoever kills it becomes it, and it never ends. Heart of Aspiration is attack speed, and it's basically an extra heart that you take. And if you return it too fast, your heart explodes and you die. And if you return it without having killed something, then you go berserk and attack people. That kind of fun stuff. Fairies. If they like you, they heal you. If they don't like you, they can be very resentful. If you piss them off and go into another one of the containment units, they kill you. So that's nice. Pode is a doggo. The bestest boy. Also secretly a yeti. Skin Prophecy. It's a lovely book made of skin. It gets you extra mind health. It makes your emotional health better, but it makes you more vulnerable to more damage to it. There's You're bald. It makes you bald and makes you think about bald thoughts. This Scorched Girl, which is a bit depressing. Uh, Most likely it's a haunted matchstick that has taken the shape of a girl around it so that it looks like it's going through the girl's chest, and she is very resentful of other life. She doesn't want pity, and if she pisses off, gets out, she is going to kill everyone in the room she is in. She will try to beeline for a mass of people and explode. That's the kind of person we're having there. We have Spiderbud, which is a big ass spider and a lot of small spiders. Fairly standard. If you squish one of the spiders accidentally, you die. But every person that gets cocooned in there causes more energy to be produced. So, technically, it is possibly worth it to sacrifice some employees for extra energy gains. This Void Dream, it's a sheep. Yeah, interns, yes. It's a sheep, and it's if someone who is not temperate enough, anyone with temperance 1 will fall asleep forever and never wake up if they go and work this job. Express Train to Hell. I'm not going to show it now. I'm going to let it go at the beginning of the next one, because I actually want to conclude this one without anyone dying. And then there's the Big and Will Be Bad Wolf. I have to be a bit careful with it. It does a lot of damage. Each one of these is damage that it does to an employee, and each time that it does damage, it's from 4 to 8, and because it's WoW class, it does more damage to anyone with a lower class of armor. That is, say, Teth, or heaven forbid, Zion, the green. So yeah, your armor means jack shit if it's as low as the first grade. But yeah, that is the extent of what we have for now. And next we'll be picking a new one. Please stop that. But yes, we conclude the workday. No one died because I meticulously avoid that. I try to prevent it at all costs. Some stat upgrades. Harry got more health. Good, good. Boone got a bunch more health. Nice. Yes, next day. Let's see what mistake we'll do next. T-01-68. Where does one go when they die? O-04-84. That's another flower. Order all the employees nearby to evacuate immediately. I'd rather not have this one. You know, anglerfish? It's a big ass anglerfish. And it gets out of containment very, very easily. And people die. Unless you have long range weapons, which I have some. But it's still a pain. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. I have a feeling I know which one this is. This one sounds like a bad idea, so let's go with it. Where do people go when they die? I do know that I haven't earned your trust yet. I also know I should have represented myself as a part of the system. Having distrust in me would mean distrusting the company itself, and by extension, to distrust its founder, who was responsible for creating me. I know what the one who calls himself B planted in you. I know how it has taken root in the soil of your mind and sprouted upon you. I elected to pause, only briefly, but I regret my decision now. There is no option for me but to wait. It is the fate of my kind. Perhaps you could have ignored what this bee said and concentrated on your job. Instead, you kept on listening to me, and he finally succeeded in seeding distrust in you. Perhaps it is my job to weed and uproot it, no? Hi. You're not angry, are you? I'm hot. I'm in charge of the training team, where, what we do is, accidents happen in the company. But Lady Angela said that about half of those accidents could be easily prevented if the employees showed more initiative. So the training team provides employees with a work manual and sufficient training. To try and reduce the number of accidents. We also help employees that are transferring to different departments and adapting to their new workplace. I'm not very skillful in many areas, but I'll try not to be a hindrance at least. Very reassuring. In fact, I've been testing out a new employee program these days. I don't know if it will work out, but Oh, you want to know more about the program? As you know, the company is quite demanding. Even though we run consistent checkups, many of our employees regularly lose their sanity. I know exactly what it's like. I mean, I don't directly interact with the abnormalities, but I know what it feels like to lose yourself. I'm not sure if employees will like my new program, or if it will prove to be helpful. I can only help. We hear a knock. It's all thanks to you, Miss Hod. I feel so much better after talking to you as you suggested. I'm finally free from all those horrible thoughts that used to haunt me every morning. No, it was your courage to bare your heart to me that really solved the problem. I just showed you where to start. I mean it. I'd probably have hung myself by now if it wasn't for you. Anyway, Miss Hod, you really did save my life. I'm so fortunate to have you as my Sephira. You're a really, really good person. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm so glad to see you getting better. I heard you'll be transferring to a different team soon. I hope you do well there. Please make sure to not forget the conversations we had. Of course, miss, I won't. You see that, manager? My program's really working. I want to be as helpful as a person I can... as helpful a person I can be here. Ugh. Because the harder I try, the more lives I can save. I'm a part of the training team. We make instructional manuals and train our employees when needed. But there are some things about field experience that the manual just can't teach. I'm sure you'll guide your employees well enough to survive and be better people. Right? Sure. Do keep in mind that these are supposed to be AIs. They really don't feel like AIs. Eh. Right, let's go. Okay, Rin, you definitely need one of these. And Harry, you need one of these. It's very silly. You need Prudence 2 to be able to use the Screaming Wedge. Huh. I mean, Harry is working in the department with currently the only WoW class subject, so... Resistant to physical damage, yeah. We're definitely giving that to Anthony, though. Absolutely. He's already taking a massive beating as is. Use that one. I think we're good. Might have to hire a new employee for this. It might not be WoW. It might be Teth. Where does one go when they die? Where did all the employees who worked here go? Indeed. Now this one, I have not read this back story at all. Now, would you go down a little bit, please? Don't want it to be yelling over the soundtrack. An abnormality in the shape of a woman against the wall. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession, covered in countless lengthy hairs. As she is always facing the wall, not a single person has seen her face. While she occasionally talks to herself and weeps quietly, it is impossible to have a meaningful conversation with her. Despite her human appearance, it is impossible to discern what she is really looking at or her true intentions. She will attempt to talk to or pique the interest of those who are about to leave her containment units. However, one should never look back in response, as it may cause mental damage. Certain rumors insist that one may turn to stone upon looking back, but this is clearly not true. Except from observation log I-304. There is only one important rule to follow. Ignore her. She always tries to draw our attention. She mutters incoherently in an attempt to have those in the room pay closer attention to what she's saying. She'll even plead or whisper maliciously when someone is about to leave in the hopes that they may instinctively look back. The subconscious is a threat to your own health in her presence. It is important to have your guard up and to be aware of what is occurring when you are in the room with her. If you forget the warnings for even a second and let your guard down, you may find yourself looking back towards her, not here. I have another warning to leave to all who read this. Do not let this insidious abnormality learn your name. If she learns your name, she may use it to trick you into turning around, no matter what you hear or what she may do to tempt you while you are in the room with her. Do not, and I repeat, do not under any circumstance look at her. Curiosity is a luxury you must never indulge in when you are in her containment unit. Excerpt from Counseling Log number 9-39. Employee F5004. Redacted was a colleague of mine whom I cared for deeply. Well, I cared for all my co-workers, but Redacted was different. The amount of passion they poured into their work was something I rarely witnessed in life. Anyways, I have no idea how she, the abnormality, learned Redacted's name. Maybe someone called it out to them while they were inside the containment unit and she heard it. We should have sent 2 in for work with her. The common procedure was to have a team of 2 sent into the containment unit, but as you know, we're always shorthanded. Besides, the abnormality was low on the threat scale. If we followed the procedure and sent 2 inside, the powers that be would not have been happy about it about it one bit. Jesus, I'm stumbling. Well, you know the rest. The day the incident happened, Redacted was sent to the containment unit as usual, but they didn't come out for a long time. I know Redacted was a prompt and diligent worker, so I headed straight for the containment unit fearing the worst. Thankfully, I found them without even a scratch, but the kid looked out of it. Like, way out of it. Omitted. The next day, the kid was resigned. I heard they sent him to an asylum, but no one ever saw Redacted again. The kid just kept staring at the wall, murmuring and not responding to anyone. That was the very last time I saw Redacted. No one knows what happens inside the containment unit. You won't find out from the kid either. Indeed. Now, let's show off the train. And let's see what we have here. Oh my. Okay, yeah. We'll see the train soon enough. But now we start the routine of starting to figure out what the hell this is. Having someone to mourn for you is a blessing. Funeral processions of butterflies. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely doing a lot of mental damage. Now, don't tell me, how do you work? It's gonna take a while. When employees of Justice Level 2 or lower finished working with TO168, the clipper counter lowered. Okay, so we need higher justice. This guy is Justice 2. I guess we'll see what happens when things go tits up, as we do with the train. Okay, so it doesn't like instinct. So maybe insight. Oh yeah, it's coming together. Oh lord, the train's coming. Yeah, it's liking insight a lot more, it seems. Prepare for the train. Oh. It did its thing. I think it might just... Oh yeah, that's where it's coming from. And that's one department almost completely wiped out. Okay, so if you have at least 97 health, you will survive it. Okay, so everyone should be farming fortitude, I guess. Yeah, when things go horribly wrong, it becomes a chain reaction. Also 15 mental damage. Oh, that's rough. Okay, let's see how much does it take to stop this guy. Ah, Olive died. Okay, it's weak to mental damage. And damn, it does 20 damage. Yep. 2 departments dead. The above phenomenon also occurred when employees of Fortitude 4 or higher finished working with T-01-68. So it doesn't like people with too much fortitude either. Oh yeah, another train. When the work result was bad, the clip counter lowered with high probability. Ah, 2 guys died. Anthony went into panic. And I mean, of course it would be Anthony who survives. Has the most health, the highest resistance to physical damage. They're kind of susceptible to going insane. That kind of stuff. Meanwhile, these guys are just hanging. We shall retry today. Okay, so someone with free justice and not for fortitude. Okay, we have plenty of lob points, so we can just go for that. I think this one will be fine. Yeah? Well. Val says... Let's give you gear. You have to be bald to be using this weapon. As you can see, the prerequisites are bald. Entirely reasonable. Okay, it does mental damage, so we obviously need armor that provides protection from it. Does Rin really need it? I mean, I think every one of them in the first department does mental damage. So yeah, mental damage out the question. Just take this. And which one was it? Yeah, Rin. You have so much mental fortitude that you can take the damage. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Alright. Let's get to the routine then. Anthony, go. You go. Go. Pode. Go. Go. Instinct. Go. Val says. Go. I think you're about the only one who can keep doing this. And this probably is actually a wow. Wow. I have no idea how to say that. Say the name without it sounding dumb. Dub a dub. Yeah. That armor is paying off. That's nice. Go and do it again. Anthony. Soprano. Okay, just way go get fortitude in there. Who goes punishing? Rin. You go. Go. Oh yeah, train. No, train is still fine. You go repress your boldness. Oh, well. Go be emotional with it. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. Okay, so inside and instinct. maybe attachment. Anthony, you go there. You go there. Anthony, you do that. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Next is going... No, it's going to take 2 before it's going to... Actually... Wait, ah, shit. Fucking bollocks. Okay, who does have... You... You fucked that up really fucking bad. Yeah, you go in there. We don't want... unnecessary incidents. And Anthony, you go there. Recovered from the brink. Yeah, wow, you fucked that up. You done goofed. I'd say minus 8%, I'd rather not. Oh yeah, no. It's gonna be an ordeal. So we want to have control over when it happens. Suomi! Finland, perkele! Yes. Okay, it's doubt. It's fine. There. Ylipäätään tätä ei hirveän moni pelaa muutenkaan streamissä anyway. Yeah, it does. It only does red damage. It's gonna be fine. Get that over with. Come on. Kill it, please. Oh, there's still one there? Oh, come on. Come on now. I haven't seen them many. Personal struggle. Make you feel pain when it's time to choose. Oh yeah. I've been making some awful choices already. As you can see. Stupid fucking train. Yeah. I made terrible decisions. Now, everyone get your own fucking departments. Oh fuck, Yuna. But yes, it is fastest time. It's not the disco train, I'd say. It's more like Mr. Bones' wild ride, and you really can't get off it once it goes. Dick. Poon will do okay with it. Probably shouldn't. I should be using the newly employed. Val says. Yeah, I am intending to play Library of Ruina once I actually, you know, finish doing this. Because it's a sequel? Or just generally belongs in the same word like Limbus Company? Yeah, it's sequel. Okay, so it likes being repressed. Punish me harder, daddy. Okay, so that's its thing. I see. No shade. As far as I've understood, Limbus is essentially a gacha game. I play gacha games rather infrequently. Because I sometimes I get a bit too into the gambling. Like, even though Honkai Star Rail, for instance, it's actually a really fair gacha game, ultimately, in my opinion. Even in that, I was like, yeah. But I want to do more pulls, but doing a 10 pull is $30. It's fucking absurd. So yeah, I'm not paying for it. I paid it for the first time because you get double. So I did that. But other than that, I've not done it. Also, I've not played the game in a couple of weeks now. Just been kinda eh. Go pull it. I'd like another one of these, so go nuts. Yeah, I suppose. Genshin is a bit. I mean, I played Genshin. What the hell was the country in this Lingwei? Or something like that. I stopped around there. I didn't even finish the story arc in that one. I just kinda my attention shifted elsewhere. I did like the gameplay of Genshin though. Like, I didn't get why some people were shitting on it because it's okay. It's fun. It could be that they're shitting on it for the principle of it. The funeral of the dead butterflies. It's actually a hare. Huh. Alright. Then again, yeah, it does so much damage and it does AoE, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's just about getting to get released if I continue working on it. I'd rather not. Not for the day. Liyue, yeah. I can't leave the game unpaused at any point anymore. Cause the fucking train. I made the decision on day 15. Yeah, funeral doesn't seem too bad. It seems manageable. For certain. If I want to make things awful for myself, I'd get the Iron Golem. What little of it I remember. It's the big fucking machine with the axe. O-03-93. Let us meet again as stars. D-01-105. Tales say that the moon bewitches man, yet in reality it is the man that despairs at the moon. And O-02-74. It can enter your body through any aperture. Yeah, I think it was Tin Man. Yeah, it was Tin Man. It was the whole Wizard of Oz references in it. This sounds awful, so I'm kinda considering it. Being able to enter your body through any aperture. Let us meet again as stars. I have no idea what any of these are because I didn't make it this far before I started streaming this. Fucking any aperture, let's take it. The third and final truth. Well, it is something you must learn. Well, gee, thanks. I understand that the truth hurts. It's hard for me as well. It feels like building up a sandcastle for years only to kick it over once it's done. But that's exactly why I built sandcastles as a kid. To destroy them. I was a weird kid, but... yeah. Doing something like that is beyond agony. To deny the efforts of the past. But I want to make things right, no matter the cost. The final truth is... B's voice is cut off. Only static remains. Yeah, I actually made that joke when I came across the bear branded beer. And that one's a hair, and this one's... yeah. This one's definitely a wow. Whoa. If you spot an employee whose face is turning dark green, please report it to the department Sephira immediately. Be advised to verify that the cause of discoloration is not a simple stomachache. When suggested to visit the medical ward, those who have a stomachache would reluctantly agree, but an infected employee would try too hard to act as though nothing is wrong. In this situation, try not to alert the employee that anything is out of the ordinary. When the host becomes agitated, the infection will speed up. If the skin begins to change, that means at least 30% of the host's brain has already been consumed. Any conversation at this point is the abnormality's attempt to mimic the host's behavior, so don't pay it any mind. Yes, quite. Sounds fun. Let's see it. I want to see it first. Okay, it's a lump. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, this is going great. The wet and sleek sphere. The skin becomes hideously green. It's already too late. Yeah, definitely going to need a bit of armor. That was most ominous. Indeed, welcome to the L Corp. An observation has concluded that employees with low HP are more susceptible to O-0274's special ability. In particular, taking higher damage during work raises the probability of it occurring. However, getting a bit better. Son of a bitch. Sometimes it's a bit wonky with this. However, getting a good work result prevented its special ability from occurring. Sure. I want to see what happens. Yeah, people with lower health is bad idea. So let's see what happens. Of course we want to see it. You have to see things go horribly wrong to understand what to avoid. I mean, it's just being practical. Indeed. Oh, they're dead. Next. Oh yeah, probably should. Some employees suffering from the phenomenon showed the following symptoms over time: green skin and a rash on the body. Drastically reduced movement speed. If either of those symptoms is seen on an employee, handle them immediately. This is going tits up. Yeah, it's not lagging inside at all. Okay, they committed seppuku. So ultimately we didn't really find out too much. Didn't get to see the infection or anything. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to invest in more health, I think. Or Hoon. And I mean, they already have 71. It's probably like, if they have lower, it's going to be bad, and if they have higher health, it's still going to be bad. For a different reason. Also, doesn't really help that the armor is kind of garbage. Now what do I do with you? Anyway, we have new ego stuff. Wow, the 3 fortitude, 3 temperance, and level 3. That's a lot of damage. I think Balsers should have this. Yeah, I think the training team is really in need of the stronger weapons we have. Unfortunately, we can only have one of these. And Hoon already has, like, the second best thing for physical damage. We'll see. We go again. I guess repression would be, like, semi-logical, all things considered. You want to repress the disease instead of, you know, hugging it or whatever. You don't really try to appeal to its social senses. I don't think that would be very useful. Do you even survive this? Yes, you do. It does the thing. Why the hell do you have a blue eye? The hell was that? This is our Corona at home. I want to see what happens. How delightful. Still nothing? When Yoon-hoo, who was suffering from the mentioned symptoms, was left alone for a certain time, they changed into a form akin to O-02-74. From there on, O-02-74-I. Game, so they become a mound of flesh as well. Reasonable. Sure. Actually, don't use it, Anthony. Oh yeah, it gets really angry from that. Should I? Yeah, I just instinct it. Having a laser eye wouldn't be one of the symptoms, would it? Warning any employee that has made contact with the infected employee prior to them turning into O-02-74-I is likely to be infected as well. All employees in the department must be observed for any of the symptoms mentioned prior. Drastically reduced movement speed. Yeah. Yeah, as long as the movement speed is lowering, I guess it's fine. Right? We'll see. A cobalt scar. I'm not quite sure what to do with this one yet. I need more data. That is for sure. Need for more guidelines. Yeah, I know. I timed it so that one of these will have finished their work. I'm trying to plan ahead. Go repress. Just go train your attachment and I don't know, go punish the baldness. Now all of those have reset. The above phenomenon also occurred when employees of Fortitude 4 or higher finished working with funeral of the dead butterflies when work result was bad, the clippers counter lowered with high probability. So yeah. Justice 2. No. It has to be Justice 3 minimum. And Fortitude 3 maximum. It seems. So okay, we have a handle on that. That's fine. And we go repress. I used to just get through this with like just blunt force, have enough health to be able to take like 15 ticks of damage. But why the blue eye? That's so weird. And repression's just common. Fucking sands. Why would the attachment be high? Interesting. I'm not fucking sending Harry in there. I'm just farming the hell out of the fortitude stat. People in here should be farming the hell out of fortitude as well. Either that or just going to hit the beast. Slap it around. It's gonna be after that. It's 2 more. Yeah, I'd rather have something more controllable. So yeah, it's the bald thing. We're gonna go with that. Fucking clowns. They're a pain in the ass. I mean, it could be worse. I'll let you heal up a little bit before we go and trigger the Dawn event. Yeah, I'm not very surprised. But I need to unlock this all to get the gear. I want the stuff. You good? About? Yeah. So, Baldy, go be bald. Boldly. Good old clowns. Yeah, that's fine. Is train fine? I'll still pull it. Yeah, that went easier than I could have hoped. Very nice. You go, keep doing what you're doing, and I mean, repress. That's all we do. Oh yeah. I mean, I'd rather never let it get to 4, even though it would be very beneficial to use it when it has 4. I don't like the risk. I'm playing it exceedingly safe. Like, I am not letting anyone die. It would, like, make things more interesting if I just went kind of like a semi Iron Man or semi hardcore. Like, unless things go really fucking bad and like practically everyone dies, then it's okay to rest up, but otherwise you just have to accept the losses. Well, I'll have to do that at some point. Not yet though. I'm gonna keep getting into the false security of having like rather experienced agents. I know things are going to go rather badly in the end. That much I do know. I know to expect that things go to shit eventually. The abnormality resides inside the host's brain, and the host will not be able to feel any physical sensation. You can try stabbing the employee with something sharp, feigning it as a mistake, but this is not recommended. As mentioned before, the host should already be around 30% merged with the abnormality, so conversing will be impossible. It can enter your body through any aperture. This doesn't mean covering up your orifices will impede its entrance. It's fucking Rona. It's the zombie Rona. Instinct actually gives high. Huh? Train fine? Yes. He's fine, yes. Okay, field roll is fine. Oh, that's fucking sick. That is a Devil May Cry reference. I think it was Ebony and Ivory, the names of the guns that Dante has. I've never actually played any Devil May Cry games. It's one of those franchises that I would really love to get into, but I'm terrible at character action games. Well, I'm terrible at fighting games, but I love fighting games. I'm also terrible in horror games, because I'm very affected by horror games. But I still love them. It's weird. The Naked Nest. But it will help ease your mind to cover up as much as possible when you enter the containment unit. The Naked Nest's final destination is the frontal lobe. You will become the serpent's nest, attacking anything in sight. Käärmeen pesä. I don't remember how the song goes actually. What damage which does? Which one are you talking about? Yeah, red is physical, I am aware. That it does. It's all common though. What is your point though? Dirt, apple. If you stab someone, it would deal red damage and leave an aperture. Right, yeah. Indeed. And that's how it would spread, wouldn't it? I'm curious, does an infection carry on? Or is it limited only to a day? I'm wondering if there's in general things that carry on like longer. Because that would be just something that this feels like what this game would do. It gives you an abnormality that... Oh yeah, yeah, baldness. Very much so. That is permanent. Halen is the coolest fucking guy around. Or gal. Cool as fuck. But yeah. It feels like it's just... This is the kind of game that would give you something that's relatively innocuous. And then suddenly, like several days after something has happened, it tells you like, oh yeah, this is irreversible now, you're fucked. I would assume that there's something like that in the end. I have heard of a certain button, though. So I know of the existence of a certain button that should not be pressed. And I am going to press it. Absolutely. Infection as they happen stands for 30 seconds or so. Oh, like while yeah, the button is no problem, but I'm gonna press it anyway. I think we're good for the day. I kind of went in semi-half-assing this day, but ultimately things went good. Things go good. Yes. Ugh. Words. Things went well. Derp. Yeah, I'm sure there will be things that will do horrible things later on. Like, it's gonna... It feels like I've been playing this for so long, but I'm not even a third way into the game. I think there's like... How many departments is it? It's like 9 departments? Or 10? Level up justice. Justice up. more health, which is good. You're gonna be stuck with low health. Yep. And the days keep getting longer, and there's more things to juggle, so it's going to slow down the gameplay, and so on and so forth. But yeah, before we do this, let's let us have a break. Just warning you, there's gonna be 3 minutes of ads, because I want those pre-roll ads out of the way for an hour. So, you have been warned. So, go get a drink, go take a piss, you know, and I'll see you back in 3. we go. Let's get back to it. O-09-91. This portrait captures a moment. It is what we are destined to lose. O-09-81. The satisfaction is only temporary though. And O-09-95. This bracelet shall not forgive those who hold greed in their hearts. Thus it must only be worn by those who are in true need. This one's kinda meh. It's the weapon thing. Weapon device. I think this one I have not had. Yeah, both of these sound really familiar, but 0991 doesn't. So yeah, it's gonna be a device. A long, long time ago, there once was a great AI, a sentinel of a company. The AI was so intelligent that many people feared it. Those who knew the AI left the company one by one. One day, one of the people who dreaded the AI broke into the company. They spread malicious rumors about the AI. The good AI waited as the person was once a friend. However, the person crossed the line. As a sentinel, the AI could no longer ignore the person's actions. So it made a very, very difficult choice. No one would see that person ever again. The AI was a bit sad, but it had no regrets about its decision. So much has been lost already. Such a small thing should hardly matter to it now. I wonder who she could be referring to. She's not exactly very subtle. Engulfing dream. Nothing of use currently though. Now, let's see this device. Yep, it is a portrait. I want to see what it does. Okay, so it's just uses. As time passes, people change. We may become disabled, lose our minds, be consumed by our overwhelming violence, or be willed to disappear, never seen again. The first person to use the abnormality will have their image etched onto the canvas. Okay, so what will happen from here on out? Why do you have a fart cloud around you? Do it again. Just keep using it. If I think things go bad, I want to see what happens. This portrait encaptures a moment. It is what we are destined to lose. Those who see their healthy self will subconsciously begin craving. If life could always be like that, if only I could always have a bright smile just like in that big portrait. All damage that would be dealt to the etched will be taken by another within the facility. However, the effect of the abnormality will not apply to damage that exceeds the maximum HP of the one who is shown on the canvas. The etched will also receive increased damage, and apparently like significant movement boost. Keep doing it. One will begin to feel strange, one will be unharmed by any shape or form of attacks. However, others will bear the pain instead. Once the one who bears the etched pain died, another will take their place. When not a single person remains, the one who etched on the portrait will die. Okay, so it's a terrible idea to give it to a person with a lot of health and who does a lot of jobs involving physical damage. Okay, duly noted. Little by little, the portrait turned uglier and uglier. Eventually, one will stop viewing the portrait and simply enjoy their unexpected luck. Yeah, this is Dorian Gray. The Portrait of Dorian Gray. Never read that one either. I really should read more of the literary classics. Which makes me think The Count of Monte Cristo, I've not read that one either. I watched the cartoon of it as a kid, but that's about it. If the image of a new person is placed upon the canvas, the previous will be killed. Yeah, so I've been wise to keep doing it on the same person. Ten uses. However, no miracle lasts forever. When all those that bear one's pain perish, it's their turn to die. Once the person who thought themselves to be the luckiest person in the world meets their demise, the portrait turns blank once again. If the etched is killed by means other than normal damage, then the portrait will return to its original state. Okay, yeah, it's a very standard monkey paw kind of thing. I'm kinda fucked it because now I've given it to Hoon, so we cannot work this at all, so we have to restart. But it's good to know, and it says that All damage that would be dealt to the edged will be taken by another within the facility. However, the effect of the abnormality will not apply to damage that exceeds the maximum HP of the one who is shown on the canvas. The edged will also receive increased damage. Ah, that too. So if the maximum HP is very low, then others will not take too much of the damage. However, once that cap is reached, does it start taking damage itself, or... I'm not certain. Well... that's good to know. It's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm just wondering if, because the portrait is... it can only deal somebody's max health's worth of damage to someone else. So I'm wondering if the once the 40 is, for instance, if it hits, the damage hits 40 and the target doesn't die, for instance, if it all went to this guy, then would the one who was put into the picture start taking damage? Okay, they just die. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So basically they double their health in that case, until someone else dies. Yeah. Yeah, I need to start trading health for everybody. And the Scorch Girl doesn't like. It didn't go down, so that's okay. That's fine. This is not fine. Doll says you go do that. You go do your thing. You go do the instinct thing. Like, currently I have no need for the active need for the devices. I know what they do. I know that they're there when I need them. But I'd rather not use them when I don't need to. It's just more things to juggle that I'd rather not. And Tony, you go there. I almost fucked up. No, no, don't go. I'm not gonna have a. I'm not gonna have an ordeal while most of the people are working. That would be a really dumb mistake. Okay. Anthony, go pull the lever. You go be bald. Make things happen. Clowns. Very efficiently taken care of. It's nice to have like decent gear so that it just doesn't drag on. How nice. Now, gone. It's a non-escaping entity. Oh boy, that's. I like this. This makes me think of the what the hell is the alien gun from Half-Life 1? The gun that shoots bees. What? Suland? Okay. Så sur. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just sometimes I'm really oblivious and blind when it comes to both things outside the game and inside the game. So I will be confused. I'm gonna read this elsewhere. Thank you very much. Hush. God damn it. Reading on the funeral of the dead butterflies. Yes, I did remember to pause. Where does one go when they die? Where did all the employees who worked here go? They must have returned home to a haven where family and warmth wait. The employees cannot leave. Once they join the company, the only way to leave is to resign. Then those resigned employees must have returned home, having earned what they wanted and being full of hope. We are the feathers of a wing. Resignation isn't as simple as you think, just like how a feather doesn't detach from a wing of its own will. Then where did all the resigned employees go? They're bound to the company the moment they enter. Even if they do resign, they are doomed to stay here forever. Long ago, in some world, people believed that they would become beautiful beings with small wings when they died. It's a silly story, nonsensical too. If we get wings, will we be able to leave this place? Do we get our wings only after we retire? They say the mourner, with a huge luggage on his back, had come to be a savior to all. Eventually, he himself was trapped in this place, and now he wanders the company with only the memory of an empty face. He's carrying a large coffin to pay tribute to the employees who have nowhere else to go. However, it is still too small to comfort those innocent sacrifices. Inside it is a kaleidoscope of butterflies, waiting for the moment to fall asleep. Until then, they flutter their wings uselessly, the wings that may have been many jumbled into one, or one split into many. Butterflies are supposed to pollinate flowers, but not a single proper flower blooms in this place. Except one. There's the blood tree, so there is no choice but to wait. After all, there must be an end to every world. Surely. Now, actually, read about this one. This fucking zit. Okay. Please understand that we will be forced to fire on sight and burn your corpse should you become an est. I mean, simple enough. Don't become an est. It's pro tips. Some decent armor and this gun I'm interested in. A big get. Would be more than just the one from the Scorched Girl. Oh yeah, just get back there. Oh yeah, Way is intentionally low on fortitude. That's something we hired him for in the first place. I like that sometimes you just have to hire very specific employees. To meet the demands of certain abnormalities. Yeah, Harry is not ready, I think. Just gonna keep grinding the health. $50 is enough for the armor. It's gonna be a Clippers meltdown. You finish that. You go and press the fucking button so that the train doesn't go. Choo choo. Now. Let's trigger the meltdown. And do another round of work. Let's see if we can get some people promoted. And that's fine. You go do that. You go do that. And Hoon, you go do that. Then we do this one again. I should be training these guys too. They're falling behind a bit. In pretty much every regard. I'll actually pull the lever first. First the train, then the wolf. There we go. Do this another time and do this another time. No, actually I should not. It's gonna trigger another ordeal and not into it currently. I got everything from here. I'll get the gun. I'll not get anything from this one. Probably should do this one too. Everyone done? Everyone good? Yes, sweet. Zero promotions. Wow. But look at the amount of justice improvements. That's good. Big leaps in health. Very good. Also, Evgeny really needs to get the health up. They need to farm Pode. Okay, I've never been this far, so I have no idea about anything going on in the story. Nothing. How did I feel when I lost a dear friend? The agony made me want to leave everything behind. Why am I so heartless as to not shed a tear for my late friend, you may ask? Because I am a machine. Will I be just as cold as this in the future as well? Until I am finally obsolete and deprecated from this world? Yes. We're reaching day 20. We can get the Dusk now. Dusk Ordeal. Let's see how it'll go. Level 4. Every department should have like one physical and one mental damage person. If I give you a big gun, and like there's 50 days in the game. From what I understood, there's 3 endings. And then there's the core suppression thing, which is something. We'll find out. Sullen Lament. There will be surprises, I'm sure. Dusk Ordeal. You do that, this. Yeah, Harry still needs more health. I think Harry might be good to go here now. Let's see. Does the wolf rip you apart? No, you're actually really good at what you do. because of high temperance. Also, a decent amount of health helps a bit. Yeah, you should probably do that. Yeah, getting more health. People need more health. Damn well, everyone needs more health. Then again, high health is a bad thing. If they were to go insane, for instance. Go pull the lever. There we go, just in time. Well, I would have had 30 more seconds, but still. We're getting big repress. Okay, but Harry manages this now. As long as it doesn't go too badly. If it went much worse, he wouldn't actually manage. But it's good training. Now let's prepare for dawn. And it's orange dawn as well. It potentially might be time to start getting more employees, new agents, because I have a feeling that we might start needing more hands to actually put out fires, so to speak. We're gonna keep making more terrible choices. Perfect food. Yum. Yummy yum yum. Trying to okay, dealt with. Good. Now we just need to get the dusk. Oh, Oh no, now I've realised it. Silly me. Might as well send people from other departments. She doesn't like empathy, but it is what it is. Some of the most inconsequential ones. I mean, even this one, I don't think it even gets out. Beauty and the Beast. Last time was inside, yeah. Yeah, we can go slap it. We don't need to react to that at all. Yeah, we're fine. I knew you could do it. Sure. Still good. Was her temperance always this low? Yeah. I'm also kind of just trying to possibly promote people, but it'll come when it will come. Yeah. Yep. 2 promoted, there we go. Hooray. Kuhn is level 5 and Valses is 4. That is some attack speed right there. Yep. We move on to the next day. What mistakes shall we do today? T-05-41. Blood covers the whole floor. Screams echo. People are running away. Okay, that sounds promising. T-05-51. Many hands float in the bath. They are the hands of the people I once loved. I know this one. It's fairly easy to handle. And F-05-32. This is a forest full of hearts. No matter how many he cuts down, the forest still remains dense. Reddit Bath or Tin Man. Ugh. Let's go with Reddit. What the fuck? I'm getting to decide 2? Oh no. F-01-37. The snow is steadily melting, perhaps because spring is coming. Or it might be the palace collapsing. I'm fairly sure I know what this is and it's awful. So maybe. F-04-42. The day a ripe apple fell off the tree in the garden where the princess and the king stood, the witch's heart shattered. And O-04-84. Classic will not be taking the anglerfish. But we will take the snow melting. Yes. I'm very aware of what this is. Fuck the anglerfish. It's a pain in the ass. Though relatively easy to manage ultimately, as long as you have a couple of people with ranged weapons. It's okay. But it's just yet another thing to consider, and I've already seen it, so let's have something new. So, Elsa. Do you believe that occasionally forgotten things could be more beautiful? That was something you once told me. Is it though? Now I understand what you meant. You're showing it to me right now. It's not specifically hard to manage. I am meaning that the entire thing, like the entirety of things, like the words, the yes, the wow, I'm blanking out. Kokonaisus. Anyway, the whole thing, it's a lot of things to track, and it's yet another thing to track. But it's one of the easier things to track, ultimately, so it would not even be bad at all. But I want something new, mainly. You're saying Konesomi. That's how it goes. I'm, I I usually throw English into the mix just to spice things up. Thank you so much for doing that favor for me, manager. I've been feeling really confident lately. Hot. I hear you have a new distraction. Ah, Lady Angela, you talk about my counseling program. Thank you. Yes, shut it down immediately. But why? My program has been helping the employees. Don't delude yourself, Hod. You don't sincerely believe the counseling can be of any help in this place, do you? But I want to continue it. As long as there's an employee who needs me. What about Tiffany? She said that my program helped her cope with the stress. Tiffany Brown, who recently transferred to the safety team. She was suffering from bipolar disorder and an addiction to enkephalin. We expunged her records this morning. What? She was terminated. She has terminated her contract with the company in a completely permanent fashion. Her mental corruption was at peaks higher than 90% when she committed suicide. I bet she said something like this whenever she came to you. Miss Hard, you're helping me so much, but I think I need a bit of enkephalin to, on top of your counseling to ease my melancholy. It's just a little extra, of course. You prescribed highly addictive substances as if you were handing out candy to children. And what about Netzak? You gave him the substance as well. I temporarily gave you access to enkephalin because I determined you could use it for your counseling program to reduce the stress levels of the employees. And yet, you've only been creating drug addicts. Netzak, he told me he wanted to introduce the program to his team. And you fell for it? You should have noticed that he was lying as soon as you saw his hazy eyes. Hod, your naive compassion is only driving things to become worse around here. Your program is hereby terminated. And as I have told you and the other Sephiroth countless times, there is nothing as redundant and pointless as building a personal acquaintance with the employees here, especially for a Sephiroth like you. The employees will do anything to coax whatever they desire out of you. They have nothing left to lose. They won't even feel any guilt about it. This is how you encourage your AIs. Just know where to find the seconds. Seconds of the work thing. What do you mean? I am not quite sure what you mean with that. As probably no manager, the employees are graded into several levels and are promoted solely based on their capabilities. You should try building up your teams. The more experienced employees you have, the more reliable partners to take on harder tasks for you. Yeah. Yeah. I do know how it works. You need to work it. It has to take at least 40 seconds to do the job, or otherwise it gets out. Yeah, I know how it works. And I know how to keep it contained, but it is rather simple. Ultimately, it's just gonna meh. Okay, we're getting Tippereth. Boop. Okay, we're going to a new lower level. Oh boy. I picked 2. A white cleaning robot with distinct red eyes that look like a pair of buttons. It always keeps its surroundings neat and tidy. No description whatsoever. Yet, anyway. I at least one of these. Yeah, I think Olive can take over one of these. Justice level 3 for that one. Weak to physical, enduring mental damage. I'm not sure what we... Well, I guess we'll see what we'll have in a moment. Well, let's just start with this. And begin the day. Wow, fancy. Yep, that sure is Elsa. Jesus Christ, it's Reddit. Now I want to see what this does. Yeah, despite you'd think that something doing a snowstorm or whatever would be doing physical damage, but it's actually doing mental. Curious. When the work was normal, employee was kissed by F-01-37 with a normal probability. When the work result was bad, the employee was kissed by F-01-37 with a high probability. And kiss is bad? I would assume. Is no good. Hmm. So are you getting smooched? Or nah? Okay. The employee who received a second kiss forgot everything and was trapped inside the containment unit. To avoid a deadly third kiss and to rescue the trapped employee, a duel with F-01-37 must be commenced. Only those with a high fortitude will be able to rescue the employee. Let's make sure to rescue them before the day is over. Okay, so that's the only time limit if somebody gets smooched. Go look at the Reddit. Train. Oh yeah, we're getting a train. Oh. Never mind. We managed without a train. Oh boy. It does physical damage too. Okay. Indeed. Okay, one that does mental damage. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's all semantics to me. It's how it fits into my interpretation of it. Not necessarily like physical, but like corporeal. Something that causes physical harm. I have no idea what the fuck pale is. I think pale does percent Percentual damage. Black does both. I don't know. Like you could think of it as like sapping both your vitality and your spirit, kind of like damaging both. Like these concepts are in other games too, but they just decided to say that it's red, white, black, and pale. Because what color is pale? Why is everything else a color except for that? It's weird. But yeah, every game has their own terminology. Yeah, some of more health. Okay, I'll create a new person. Just straight. Just dig them out of nothing. Yeah, which... Yeah, that's... So you endure... But you should have armor that... That also leaves you weak for physical damage. Which shouldn't happen. Maybe take it from Way. I mean, Way is on the control team, and there's basically nothing that does that much damage. So, what the hell did we give Way? He has Justice 3, so he can just take this instead. Yeah. Let's try it with this. Okay, so one does... One is mental, the other does physical. If TO541 were to have any capacity of emotion, it would likely feel very proud of itself for all the help it provides to others. Ah yes, a smug redditor. Level 5 attachment would be high. But what about this one? Yes, what about Reddit? Repression gives average results. Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot to give her a weapon. Oops. Whoops. Well, maybe nothing will break out. Maybe. Go handle that. Oh yes, Reddit just wants to help. When the work result was normal, the clipper's counter lowered with a normal probability. It's kind of a curious choice of words. Normal probability. Instead of like average or other vague words like I don't know, moderate chance. It's probably one of those things that it's part of the. It comes from the translation. We might be getting a train. Or not. We cool. We fine. Okay, insight actually gives high, so probably should do insight. When work result was bad, the clipper counter lowered with a high probability. That is clear enough. Just keep punishing Reddit. Oh yeah, up. Only just now noticed that. Not going to be triggering it yet. Okay. The Snow Queen. Classification hair. It's a non-escaping entity. Okay. But it gives you dangerous smooches. A little helper. Also a hair. Oh, let's see what happens. Perfect food. Not too bad. Could be worse. Oh, yeah, this one with just a fucking stick. Big guns make short work. Oh no, 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 no. Mabel, get the fuck out. No. I mean, basically everyone in the control team is kind of meh. If something they should be put into other departments for more training. Because the stats are kind of middling at this point. Like pretty much everything is like around 50 or 60, while other departments have health in the hundreds and work success rates up in the 70s and 80s. So let's see. You go be very insightful. And you go repress Reddit. But I'm starting to slip up with the train thing. It's getting closer and closer to actually getting out. Silly me. She's gonna scream. That much I do expect. Yes. Very angry. Scree. Grinder Mark IV. Yeah, somebody better fucking finish up the job. Let's see, which ones will be affected? Skin prophecy, nah. Don't need to really care about that one. Fairies, just handle it. Oh, this one. Normal probability to kiss. Bad, high probability to kiss. Two kisses and they get stuck until somebody else saves them. Yeah. Noon is already a pain in the ass. I think dusk would be far worse. I had a noon before I had anything higher than Teth. And I got the fucking clown thing. And that was... I actually managed to kill him without losing anyone. It was just... Well, speaking of losing people. My UI is lacking. What do you mean? Also, train. Oh, it's going from there. Ah, I see. They went insane. Oh, my UIs. Right, like, I haven't gotten enough upgrades and whatnot. Son of a bitch. And it went so well too. Fuck. Like literally the best employees. We do it again. You repress and you go inside. You go instinct, you go attachment. Go instinct, go repress. Speed running through the day. Put everyone to work. You go do that. It's kind of annoying that you have to redo the thing, even if you did it. Actually, no, don't do anything in there, just activate these instead. This and something else. I mean, this one's fast. So if we put fast and low risk. Yep. Perfect food. Go assist. These guys will be finished. So did they. Just making sure nobody's dying. There we go. Just playing it semi-safe. You go do that, you go do this, you go do train. Go do that, somebody go do pole day. And I go repress, and you go be insightful. It's gonna be fine. And I probably should actually start doing prudence work. I am going to have to go through noon. Oh, crap. Okay, what is the terrible shit that we're getting? Go do it again. Which fucking monstrosity will we be getting? What's Red Moon? Yep, it's Harmony of Skin. The clown monster thing. Thankfully, I have appropriate weapons for it. And it explodes into clowns. Oh yeah, that was that was what it does. Go hunt down clowns, please. They're gonna be teleporting around. Oh, come on, just kill it. Right. Oh. Absolute dickheads. Okay. Okay. Well, thankfully all of you are there, so, Thankfully, we had like half the freaking corporation in there. Funny how managing things gets easier when you're well equipped. Funny how it works out. Psych. Fuck you, train. Fuck you, train. You will not get me today. Impeccable timing. Choo choo. Oh boy. But nothing could compare to the music it makes when it eats a human. O-05-30 D-04-108. Ease yourself. Do you not have need of the blessing? And O-02-40. A month later, we came to this conclusion. There was no such beast in the forest. I've seen images of the bird, but I have no idea what it is, so... bird. Oh boy, I keep having to select two at a time. T-09-82. It literally makes itself into the safest place on Earth. T-09-97. Those betrayed hearts sank into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. And T-09-80. The tree simply reaped from what it sowed. Yeah, I think this was the blood tree. Yeah, I've forgotten this one. Yeah, betrayed hearts. Yeah, I think I know this. It might be the thing. It's the gacha for getting a weapon upgrade or weapon buff for the day. But there's a chance that it destroys the weapon instead. I think it's that one. So cheese, I guess. Oh hey. To the new manager, I've heard that you are a very valuable asset to the corporation, contributing greatly to the prosperity of our company. I ask that you please keep up the good work with your capable assistant, Angela. You will not find me in this place at the moment, but I believe we will be able to come face to face soon. Lobotomy Corporation will never forget your devotion and effort. I look forward to meeting with you. Kind regards, A, CEO of Lobotomy Corporation. You received a document written by A himself. Perhaps you are being recognized now. A is on a rather long journey currently. As all journeys have to end, the final destination will be home. This place. Have you ever taken a trip somewhere? In fact, they say preparing for a trip is a rare luxury nowadays. The day still lies cold, but we know what the winter frost that the winter frost is almost over. However, the end of winter does not necessarily mean that spring is coming. Ugh. Spring is a terrible, terrible trigger word. There is a certain abnormality that I faced. And its theme was strongly associated with spring. It was rough. Maybe we'll see it in this run. On, please do me a solid. Angela somehow knows that I have this stuff. I assure you, it's just for counseling purposes. Netzek, actually, I heard Eugene's been forced into the counseling program. This is ridiculous. The guy's already got his hands full. Now he has to take her stupid counseling. Poor Eugene. What can an employee do against the Sephiroth's orders anyway? I doubt she really cares about us. She's just doing this to make herself feel superior. More work for us, I guess. Just ignore them, hon. They're all so negative. Could I have some of that, Nedzak? Oh hey manager, congratulations on your success. Well, this is just for counseling, yeah. Why does everyone hate me? Why won't they appreciate my kindness? I thought I was the nicest Sephiroth who cared the most for the employees. The other Sephiroth are so occupied with their work that they don't even care about their own subordinates. The corporation treats them as if they're expendable resources. I'm different. I really do care about them. I'm not a cold-blooded machine like Yesod. I'm not haphazard like Malkith. And I'm definitely not a it can't be helped person like Netzek. Oh bother. Just why? What seems to be getting lost in our own thoughts. I've written and directed so many manuals and educational programs, but I learned that nothing beats hand-on experience. It's all about real experience in the field, manager. The employees will have to tough out hardships to hone their skills. Unfortunately, not all our new hires survive their first encounters with the abnormalities. Suppress 4 different abnormalities. Hey manager, I'm Tippereth. Nice to meet you, I'm Tippereth too. Are you twins? Nah, same, do you two share a name? Of course we're twins, okay. But if your question is whether we are biological twins, then no. In other words, trying to differentiate us is meaningless. Yes, thank you for the follow. I do love the sound of that. I am very proud of myself for using that. Such a stupid thing, but I like it. We're in charge of the Central Command team. The Department for Central Command is a huge one, so there are 2 of us to handle everything. Like 2 peas in a pod. Isn't that fortunate? Seeing as you've survived your duties long enough to meet with us, I won't have to bore the both of us with the basics of things like what abnormalities are and how to manage them, right? If you turn out to be a disappointment, know that not even your status as the manager will let you get away with it. I know you'll do fine, manager. Here's a bit of advice. I'm nothing like those upper Sephiroth you've gotten used to, so don't treat me like I'm one of them. They're a bunch of idiots. But in technical aspects, we're not so different. What I'm trying to say is that the uppers are only good at pretending to be busy when they don't even have much work to do to begin with. I can't even believe we're all considered to be Sephiroth. Anyways, the Central Command Department is where the true story starts. I guess, literally. I don't care if it disappoints you or gives you encouragement. All I care about is that you have good performance in your work. I hope that you'll find some encouragement here. Hey, Tippereth. Hi, Netzak. Since you're both Tippereth, I guess that counts as you both greeting me. Here's the plan for the joint operation drill between the safety team and the Central Command team tomorrow. Please look it over. Look it over. I bet I'll have to rewrite the entire thing from scratch. Just leave it over there, Netzak. I'll give it a review and let you know. Tippereth, you're too soft. There's no need to be kind to an addict like Netzak. You might end up catching upper layer syndrome that way. Speaking of, that plan of yours came 2 days later than I requested. But Netzak can work fine when he's motivated to. You know that. Results are not the problem here. The point is Lady Angela is way too easy on us. If I were her, I would have punished this addict right at the first infraction. That'd please Yesid, alright. Why don't you two go and have some serious discussions on implementing a penalty point system? I bet it'll be productive. Oh, just be quiet. Buzz off to the upper layer of yours where you belong. I was about to. See ya, Tippereth. Yeah, bye, Netzak. The upper Sephiroth have it way too easy. Not that the middle Sephiroth are any better in my eyes. I like our middle Sephiroth. They're cheerful and make me laugh. How many times do I have to tell you? You shouldn't laugh so easily. We have to be strict, stern, and stoic. We're the centermost, the Central Command team. Don't worry, Tippereth, I know. By the way, don't we have something to discuss with the manager? Oh, manager, you still here? Well, I have an assignment for you. Don't even think about slacking off. The manager will do fine, like he always does. And he could fail too, like he always does. How rude. Central Command holds abnormalities at specific locations. The abnormalities become unstable over time, and the Clipper's meltdown gauge that you see each day displays this. We all have our own limits, so try to finish your job before things go haywire. Pass the day with a Clipper's meltdown level of 8 or lower. Curious. Yeah, I think. I think this might be a good amount of progress for one day. Yes, sometimes I do think it's astonishing and hard to believe, but yes, I occasionally do think. No, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'll do it at the start of the next one. Oh well. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'll be continuing with this. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's a group thing. Saturday, yeah. Saturday seems like a good time for the next one. So you can watch me stumble then if you manage to be around. And I mean, there's going to be a VOD anyway. Saturday, at around 7. I usually start between 7 and 8 finish time. That's kind of how it always goes. Ah, you're busy. Well, that's unfortunate. But if I'll be at the Helsinki castle. Ah, yeah, that's... Well, at least you're doing something fun. Hopefully, you'll have fun. Have a good time doing it. But yeah, cousins. Ah, shit. Ah, that's too bad. But hey, if vaults are your thing, you can always go back to those. If not, then Monday is going to be the one after Saturday. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed me stumbling and messing about. And yeah, I'll see everyone on Saturday who decides to come, and I'll see everyone else on Monday, or no one on Monday. You never know. Sometimes no one comes in, but I'm here. It's fine. I just like to talk to myself. I just love the sound of my own voice, so that's why I talk. Even when there's no one around. I mean, even if I wasn't streaming, I would be just mumbling something anyway. So. Yes. Thanks for the follow and, see you around.